Ladies and gentlemen, Gomez are here. Woo! And all of a sudden, Phil Collins started getting talked about. How did that happen?
I don't know. I just had a bit of a Phil Collins moment.
Yeah,
yeah. It's a bit odd.
We all have.
Must be unpleasant. For you.
Yeah.
You know, much maligned, old Phil, right? But you know, if you wanted a hit in the '80s, you could have done a lot worse. You know what I mean? If I said
True.
your house and life and family depend on you having a hit in 2 weeks, and I said, Phil, I could introduce you to Phil. Chances are,
Hit machine.
you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
probably would have said, I want a piece of that. I want to get involved. Gentlemen, thank you for coming to see us. How are we? What's going on? What are you doing with yourselves?
We're on the road with Pearl Jam.
Wow.
Wow.
Does he talk like that in real life?
Yeah, he just comes up to you in the corridor. Like,
Wicked. And you just say, God, that sounds like Phil Collins. That's mad. That's mad. That sounds like a lot of fun, hey?
yeah, it's very pleasant.
The Veda.
Yeah, we just finished a month in America. Yeah, we just finished a month in America, and then we took 3 days off and went out with the Veda, and we've been in Berlin and Rotterdam.
Right, okay, and I'm assuming as soon as this is finished, you will be kicking back and eating as much tapas as you can. Says here you are big tapas eaters.
Are we famed tapas eaters?
Apparently so.
Occasionally indulge in tapas, but
What do you go in on? When,
chorizo.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you cook your chorizo? How do you like it cooked?
I like it with a little bit of cider myself.
I got a little tip for you guys. Yeah? Coca-Cola. All right?
Really?
Cook it up in the Coca-Cola.
All right.
It's going to give it a really, really beautiful caramelized glaze. You're going to love it, and every time you eat, you're going to think of me and go, "Wow, he was so right about that." Now, you guys, you like Tasmania, correct?
We have been there many a time, yes.
Yes. What is it about Tasmania you like so much?
They keep paying us to do shows there.
Yeah. Well, that's enough to like anybody for cash. What is it about the Tasmanian cash? That's what I like.
Pinot Noir's not bad either.
Yeah, the Pinot Noir's pretty amazing too.
Is it a beautiful country?
It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of like the sort of flatter bits of Scotland, actually, as it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully not quite as wet as the flatter bits of Scotland.
It kind of is as wet as that.
Really?
As well. Yeah, it's quite remarkably South Tasmania.
I read a article on Tasmania. Apparently they produce half of the world's kind of poppy.
Tasmanians.
So they produce half of the world's Tasmanians. No, they produce half of the world's poppy seeds for method. They produce half of the world's Tasmanians. No, they produce half of the world's poppy seeds for methadone.
Okay, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I know, learn a new thing every day. Listening, laughing and learning, the 3 L's here on the George Lamb Show.
I saw the Pixies play in Tasmania. That was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'd never seen them play before in my life, and I saw them in Tasmania.
There you were in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Was it raining?
As it goes, it wasn't, no.
Right.
It was quite unpleasant, though, but it wasn't raining. It was just kind of cloudy.
Have you ever seen one of those whirling dervish devil type things there? Are they
No.
real? Is that
They're real, but you don't
very
really
rare
see
that
them.
you
Very
see
rare,
them?
Yeah, I haven't got really the night vision goggles and all of that going on. I believe they're nocturnal.
Right, you need to get a bit of that kit. Get yourself down to Spy Master. Have a load up. Now it says here in the past you've had some very dodgy haircuts. They all look all right at the moment.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, yeah.
They look good. Yeah.
Are you the expert, George?
No, they're all right. They're not. It's not bad. It's not bad. When was the
We
last?
have been going since the late 90s, so you can excuse a few dodgy
Okay,
haircuts
that's
along
it.
the way.
We
there.
did live through the 80s as well.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But if they're of the time, are they necessarily dodgy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think in retrospect, definitely, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But when it's all about being in the now, guys, and you were in the now, and that's all that
We
matters.
were in the now, we certainly aren't now.
Yeah.
Have you got a few regrettable, I don't know, hairy skeletons?
No, you know what? I've done all right on that front. There was a few wefty ones in the late 90s, I've got to be honest with you.
There you go.
What's the deal with the next tour?
We are in Australia.
Right.
In October.
Tasmania?
Actually,
Let's hope so.
I don't think so this
No?
time. Actually, New Zealand first. Is that right, guys? New Zealand?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Anyway, www.sixmusic for more information.
Oh, yeah,
And
we've got a UK tour in November. That's
there you go.
important.
That's very important. You go to our website, you can find out all the information you need on Gomez. It'll all be there. Gentlemen, thank you for coming to see us. Gomez, everybody.
Yeah.
Cheers.